Hello everybody, welcome to Games Expedition Space Out! Yay! Damn, yes, Gaming Expedition. I want to smack you, Gaming Expedition.
I wish you were Game Expo.
Hello.
Gaming Expo.
Gaming Expo. Oh, god damn it.
Nah, it's okay.
Hello everyone. Welcome to GE Space Out. How is everyone doing? How are you guys? What are you guys up to?
Enjoying the rain, enjoying the sun, enjoying
Hello,
the weather
Marcus.
in Singapore.
Wang and Marcus. Rain?
Sometimes,
Yeah, it rained.
sometimes not. Yeah.
It rained a
So-
bit here and there. Yeah.
I was knocked out from work yesterday. I was like, I was like, wait, there's raining on the. I think it's mostly on the east side, right? The rain.
Mm.
Gaming Expedition. Halama.
Yeah.
Hey, we can talk a bit about that legally. Or what's the talk go into the topic? Maybe, I don't know.
I wasn't exactly there. Would someone be nice enough to explain the joke?
You know, maybe later.
I don't know later.
Right?
Oh, is it related to the data topics?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So, have you all played D&D before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell me about your experience with D&D.
Oh, you asking
Wow.
question like some over like that.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me your experience in the past. Why, Skylar? That's so weird.
Well, how
Yeah.
you want me to? What do you mean?
I mean,
You should
two
do
types
it
of
in a-
D&D.
Okay.
I only tried playing D&D with friends online before. One, I
Okay.
believe it was a 2-time run. Then after that, it disappeared. I think Musi know about that one.
was it a 2-time run?
2 or 3 times. I remember it was 2 or 3 times. We never played very far with it.
Yeah, probably. I remember it's a 1-time run. I mean, that's how D&D is. You just
Yeah, play
you
one
just
shot.
try it.
The way we are playing, we should playing one shots. The other day at dance, no, Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Oh,
Speaking
what
of dinner and
time?
dance, I attended my first one last year. It was weird.
It was weird, as it should be.
Why it should be? Why does it sound like it's supposed to be
it
weird?
is an interesting experience because you do get to meet up with strangers and maybe with friends to just sit around a table and then start imagining things all together, and trying out different things like solving puzzles and going into combat. So it is weird because you don't get to do that anytime, any day in your life. You literally have to set this up. Yeah, it's not common that people would like take the effort to come out to just play.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. Huh?
I thought dinner and dance is like a corporate thing. It's
Yes.
like supposed not to be strangers. It's just work colleagues.
Wait, I'm talking about Dinner and Dance or Dungeons and Dragons. I'm lost.
Oh
now.
damn it! yeah. I was like, why is Moose talking about dinner and dance? And suddenly, Holy is like, we are gonna sit around the table to playing games. Like, wait, what?
Oh, I'm lost. Too many conversations. Too many topics.
Oh no! So how was your dinner and dance experience, Musi?
It's okay then. Let's just cross it over.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. What Holly said was correct. I was a bunch of like family, like my friends of friends, and we like didn't even meet up for the first time, and then we just played, and it was like kind of like.
Wait, are you still talking about Dinner and Dance?
Are you talking about dinner and dance?
I know we're talking about Dungeons and Tangents. Okay, I just said that we're moving. I relate to Holy. What the hell?
I'm so confused in this conversation. I know.
Yeah, I say it's okay. Let's talk about.
I blame it on Maku.
God dang it.
I blame Aku.
Can we restart?
Okay,
Can you
fine.
go back to the audition and then welcome again?
I thought we start this whole thing.
Restart? Yeah,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on, don't need lah.
No,
This is fine.
Go back. Go back.
We don't save
I
scum
demand.
here, okay? We do not save scum here. No more bags, man.
But you can say scum in the topics
Oh,
that we're talking about later.
fair. We should. We definitely should. Hey, imagine, right? Actual D&D, the DM say you're allowed to have safe scumming. So at any point of time, you just tell me where you want to reset. We reset to that point.
Technically, you can, right?
You can lah, but then you'll be
But-
damn bored for the DM lah. Imagine every single time you don't roll a net 20, you just tell DM, I want to restart this combat.
I was alone to the last save whereby I haven't done my attack yet.
Then later they say, actually, right, the last time you tell me you want to save, right, was about 2 hours ago. You want to lose that progress? Do you want to? Are you sure you want that?
No, don't even give the warning. Just go. Just go straight to the 2 hours.
Don't
Yeah.
go. Then later you see DM suddenly change change out the layout, change the setting. Like, wait, I thought we were setting it better. No, we were setting the previous save point.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh no, when was that? 2 hours ago.
You didn't enable quick save.
Oh shit.
Shit. I mean, to be fair,
Or
you
auto
can still
saving.
you can limit your save to like last long rest or short rest or whatever.
Yeah, but why would you do that, right?
Which would be just the start of your session. You played for 5 hours already.
You want to reset the 5 hours? Damn
yes,
it!
please.
Damn it! Nah, we
wanna
rolling
do
with
it
this.
better.
Oh well, but let's go into that topic a bit deeper, shall we? But first, let us talk about what exactly is Space Out all about, right? And you want to go, or is it me?
Oh. I think you can go. You have a script, right?
Nah, Space Out is a show where we discuss, debate, and deviate topics on recent events, bring an insight unique to us to share with our audience. Do not space out from what you're saying. Spacing out.
Yeah, that's definitely a script right there. I don't like eating at that.
Script is written by yours truly, Holy Punisher.
Oh my god, that's so cringe.
Serious? Are you serious?
That's why I'm not saying anything because it's super cringe.
Oh my lord.
You need to say it in the way whereby you're like trying to sell out yourself. Man.
Yeah.
Like
but-
you go watch a lot of those prison advertisement and then they do all this like sell. Yeah.
Yeah, sekali he just like reading off like I don't care.
It doesn't matter because this is it's an actual description anyway, right? It's not wrong anyway. But what is the biggest thing other than Starfield that it has been happening so far, right? Other than
What other
Starfield.
things have been? I mean, right now all is about stuff here, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have to
Starfield.
say it's before pre-Starfield, you know, like.
Oh yeah. Armor core. Everyone is like,
Oh,
wow, armor core,
sorry,
very
sorry.
hard to fight.
Pre Armored Core and pre Starfield.
Yeah, armor core.
Yeah, still.
Wow, quite a lot of good games came out this year.
Pre this two only, hello?
Three this two. Diablo 4.
Devil?
Diablo 4, yeah, correct.
Diablo 4. Yeah.
What's Devil Floor?
Diablo.
Diablo 4.
Diablo 4. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
right. Oh, Phantom
Yeah.
Liberty, yes, definitely.
But it's-
Let's talk about a game that had the DLC that hasn't even come out yet. You know what? Let's talk about Pokemon DLC as well, shall we?
Oh,
Right.
it was coming out in the next few days, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
the DLC is actually coming out in a few days. Or like
I haven't bought the
a
game
few-
yet.
Are you planning to?
Thinking.
September 13, nice. Oh, in Japan.
Worldwide are more likely.
Is it? I don't know.
But-
Well, the dates on the rest of the world is not confirmed.
No
So
lah,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
worldwide release from what I read so far.
Oh yeah, worldwide.
It's
Yes, correct.
international time
Yeah,
now.
so it's like you see one timing enough already and just convert the timing and it's all
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
1 hour
11
later
AM,
for
I think.
Singapore.
Okay, fine. You all have to wait for me to guide you all. Fine. Let's go to our topic for the day. Baldur's Gate 3. GOTY? Question mark?
Was what GOTY again?
Guardians of
Good of the
Good,
good
what's
of the
good?
easy.
Guardian of the
Guardian of the
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Speaking of Yahoo.
Okay.
There's a name that I never heard.
Okay. Okay, I'll sidetrack a little bit just right at the start, right? Okay. Here's something that I always want to talk about, right? If Pokemon, right, is willing to release DLCs based on previous regions, right, I'll buy at full price. Just give me what Johto or Kanto or even Hoenn region. Give me that in Gen 9. Give me that. I will willing to pay 60 for it.
I think they will only pull out guns like this, right, when they are like getting their hype is like lowered along the time that while they're releasing games. It's like there are some games version, some recent gens are like not so hype. Then after that they try to hype out again. They bring back the old gens, bring up the hype some more. Similarly to what the Sword and Shield was. Sword and Shield had some level of hype, but it died down quite
fast
quickly.
Because it has too many issues prior to that.
Yep. And then they brought up good old Diamond and Pearl to the Switch, and then that bring back hype because everyone loves remakes. Yeah. And everyone's like, whoa, you are getting closer to the black and white remakes. That's like the best before everything goes to shit. Or goes down the drain.
I didn't really enjoy Gen 5, but let's talk about it another day.
I mean, that's a subjective, right?
Nah, fair, that's fair. But what do you all think about Baldur's Gate so far? 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. I have to be very specific with you all. God damn it. Genocide the Young Kings. Oh my god.
I'm gonna sidetrack only as well.
Why am I taking turn to sidetrack? Let's go, Muzi. Let's go.
Why?
You say about Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
Like I was playing God of War. I was fighting some god, son of a god, Odin, Baldur's, right? And my friend just popped in. Hey, I just playing his gate right there.
Aha, very classic.
Baldur's Gate.
True. You're not wrong. That's where Baldur's comes from, right?
You may know the door.
Baldur's Gate 2? No. Baldur's Gate 2 isn't even done by Leuron Studios, if I'm not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It was done by Wizards of the Coast, right? Purely by them.
I think it was something along those lines.
Yeah, then this Baldur's Gate is actually like they did work with Wizards of the Coast about it, and they created this son of a game. And granted, at the early stage, right, it was so buggy. It was almost like, and it only I think my friends were complaining that you only can play up to level 2 or something. Like you can't even level up beyond certain levels. You can't play it very far in Baldur's Gate. The early access version anyway. And I believe Musi was sitting on it, right? Like he didn't wanted to like try the game. Buy the early access of Baldur's Gate 3.
No, I'm more like I don't see a point if you're gonna like play it and then you're gonna stop and then not gonna play for after a while. It's just like I might as well play it one shot.
I'm
but right now
it does get a bit repetitive if you played like the first part and you wait for a while, then more content comes in and let's restart from the beginning because I've play until another segment.
It's like Forest again, man. I play Forest, I finish Forest, and then let's play together with friends. So like, okay.
It's BioWare.
Then I'm like, okay, now what?
I always thought it was Wizards of the Coast. BioWare, shit.
BioWare, yeah. Then it should be those like isometric sprite type of
well, not Wizards
gameplay,
of the
right?
Coast.
Wizards of the Coast is a company that has IP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wizards of the Coast is like the
one that hosts the
Dungeons
IP of Baldur's Gate, right?
No,
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, like Dungeons and Dragons. Baldur's Gate is like one aspect of D&D, like it takes in part in the world of where D&D takes place. But it's just a story lah, basically. Which is about this Baldur's Gate, I guess.
Yep.
I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, guys. I was on bring it up. I never played Baldur's Gate 3
How
because
can
it's
you
so
not? You're
expensive.
the DM.
I didn't even manage to
But,
finish Crown of the Magister, which I introduced in my previous stream,
Oh shit.
stream, so you guys can check out my reviews about it. But I didn't manage to finish it. I've also bought Pathfinder King,
Oh yeah.
and I haven't
Okay.
started on it yet.
And being bug doesn't make you Baldur lah. Like that, everyone have a gate already lah. I think like that. The what's that camp again? Pulau Tekong got a lot of gate there already. Sorry.
Technically, don't you have a gate at your door right now? I mean, like, there's a gate right there, right?
But is it Baldur's gate?
I mean, you can put, you can say.
My name is Baldur and here's my gate.
Or-
That's the third gate that I have. Baldur's Gate 3.
So
You
it's
can
like,
change your name, man.
he's Bald, I'm Baldur, and this is my gate.
Third gate. There's a third gate. God damn it. Come on. Okay, but you all heard of all the what's that thing called? All the rave about Baldur's Gate 3, right? And I think Musi also personally tried a fair bit. Okay, not say a lot lah, but a fair bit, right? How do you think of the game so far for Musi?
Actually, I mean, it's quite expensive. Not as in terms of money, but it,
It's not wrong. It's not that cheap.
It's expensive and expensive. Yes.
yeah, correct. That's right. To fair, the game is actually quite detailed. Like there's the limitation of the game engine, but pretty much the dev or the game give you a lot of option of what you want to do with this. A lot of like options and types of things you can do, and they will just roll with the punches. Like you did something and then you have to deal with it.
Fair.
Which is actually much nice because the narrative is like there's a lot of different narrative going on, and you'll be locked out, but it doesn't game break the game unless you did something. I think some of the quests actually will break your game in terms of like you can't continue no longer.
So
No
it kind of
spoilers.
like soft locks your game.
No, like literally your game ends.
Your game ends.
Oh,
Here's your
you-
story. Campaign ends.
You could
Yeah.
potentially do it, have it done that way, if you do some certain things wrong.
Yeah, which is like you have to restart again or like
And
from
if your
save
if your
point.
whole party dies, then obviously it restart the whole game. But right lah, you can go back to your save file lah. But yeah,
And if you want to compare to other RPGs like Dragon Age or like I forget one of the Obsidian Entertainment's game. I forget the name of it.
the
Already.
outer.
No. This one
Well-
is a CRPG game.
Oh,
Classic
CRPG.
RPG.
Wow.
Actually,
Oh wait.
is it computer or classic? No, I'm confused.
It's like classic, I think. Classic RPG.
Should be classic RPG.
Actually, I now play Icewind Dale so
Same, I also never played Icewind Dale before. But anyway, summary of Baldur's Gate, right? It's a D&D based game done by Larian Studios, which their previous title was, the more prominent one was obviously, well, Divinity Original Sins 2. And a lot of people had fun playing that because the way the combat and how everything like plays out, right? It's like a D&D game, but it's not full D&D. But there's a lot of RPG elements involved, like turn-based RPG elements involved, and it was so nuts. And then they started off with Baldur's Gate 3 early access. Some people tried, didn't like it, wanted to wait for a full game. Full game came out, a lot of rave, and everyone was like praising Baldur's Gate here and there. And there are some people that some devs were even concerned, like, oh no, or at least what I hear say was, some devs are extremely concerned because it now Baldur's Gate 3 or Larian Studios sets a completely new bar. Which I don't disagree to some extent, but yes.
I would like to disagree with that statement because that feels more like a comment given from players who are playing Baldur's Gate, saying that for devs, which I'm one, we feel like proud for Larian Studio for making a breakthrough in terms of making RPG a video game. It's not something that's easy to do. A lot much break your game, especially in like Baldur's
You're
Gate.
breaking up.
Holly.
Ah.
You're breaking up, yeah.
You're breaking,
Breaking
up.
up
Don't break out with us, man.
again. Oh man, my test. Is this better?
Yes.
So I think devs that Baldur's doesn't really set expectation
Oh
or
no.
set the standards. Hello.
No, yeah, like just
Yeah,
cutting off at certain points.
Is it sensitivity on the mic?
I hope not.
Because
my
he's always
test.
having it at the same point, which is funny.
Yeah.
I hope it's not my voice being sounded like a noise, then the noise cancelling thinks that it's a noise and cancel my voice.
Oh no,
I
that's
mean,
the case.
now we've been talking. Now you're talking normally. Is like not really normally. You're talking like this way. You even cancel it out.
Okay, then I will stay talking in this way, then it will be less chance of cancel
Oh,
out
yeah.
because it doesn't like a noise. So I think that as a dev, we are very happy that the team that made Baldur's Gate is able to be
Yes.
the team that is making Baldur's Gate able to achieve such things in their game is a achievement rather than being afraid to not being able to, more than being afraid that we are not able to achieve that, but something that we hope to aim towards as well. So as we get better and better over time in terms of game development and making games fun in different ways, we are trying out different ideas and they set a good example that things can be done. I mean, that means that we should not be afraid of trying out new things and keep on trying and improving ourselves. Yeah. Did I get cancelled again?
No.
Okay,
For the
good.
most part,
That wasn't very good.
Yeah, noise suppression.
Yeah.
Actually, I agree with Black Beats, I feel like they have a very weird double standard there somewhere as well, because as much as I hate to say this, right, they are in early access for 2 years, right, but a lot of games set in early access for more than that.
Yeah,
And the game is just air. I gonna bash and just say, like, I don't think Rust is extremely good. If you actually played Rust at the early access stage, right, when they just came out versus whatever they have now, right, it's so drastically different. And it took like about 5 to 6 years before they got it right somewhere, right? Where I think, honestly, 2 years and whatever they have, right, is good enough. And yes, Cyberpunk as well, right? Cyberpunk came out. Cyberpunk is overhyped lah. To be very honest, Cyberpunk was a bit different. It was totally overhyped. Baldur's Gate didn't draw as much of the attention they had. But once the game came out, right, it drew so much more attention.
That's not really a correct statement.
Really,
those
man?
RPG fans actually keeping an eye on Baldur's Gate for a while.
I mean, yeah lah, but it wasn't
Right.
it wasn't such a.
It wasn't like a Dark Soul kind of everyone looking at From Software for the next Dark Soul level of
correct.
attention.
Yeah, until the game came out,
Capcom,
like it went off way better than expectation to the extent that, oh wow, this game is perfect, that kind of thing,
But this actually mentioned
And-
very nice.
And yes, a lot of people reformat their brain and or didn't know that the BG3 got flamed like mad. It was, oh yeah, I tell you, in early access it wasn't perfect. It was far from perfect. It is really quite shit. Not gonna lie. But that's the whole point of it being in early access, right? It's supposed to test the game out, test the limits, test whatever functions you have and whatnot. So of course early access people will bash, but again, the game came out and it is what it is.
And it hits the right spot for many people. And people forget what happened during early access. I wasn't even aware of the early access. Me. Because you're too distracted by other things.
I mean, it's an early access game. Mostly early access games, people don't really take it too much.
But I think it's mostly coming from the fans of Larian Studios that they have played Divinity Origin Sins, and then
There's
they
some
see,
level
like,
of hype lah.
yeah, there's some level of
expectation.
expectations. So then, yeah, when they check out the early access, this is exactly the center of quality Divinity Origin they have done and completed, and then they make noise from there,
True.
which is a bit unfair to Larian Studio, because they were just trying to, hey, we have this game that we are still making, like maybe a prototype level of standard. You have a try and people are like, this is not Divinity. Why you guys can't use the same system and read all the assets there? And then it's like making noise that is like not up to standard or up to expectation, because the expectation is too high in the first place.
I actually agree with Bleed's POV as well. It's like, just supported a celebrity until when it was like a low time. Then after that, when he went on, like, that's my homie, bro. I do agree to some extent of that as well. Like, and the expectation part as well. That one also relates a bit back to Cyberpunk, right? Like CD Projekt Red also, like, because how well they have done Witcher 3, everyone expected them to not flop the next title. And they have like references, they keep telling people, hey, this is a great game. And I think one of the killers was I think, was it 3070? 3070, the 30 series was like, oh, you can play with maximum settings with our graphic card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then it pushed up the hype to that extent, right? Then when the game came out, it was like, what is this trash I'm looking at?
I mean, you can see the things it does run nicely, looks very nicely in your 3070, but it looks nicely only.
Yeah,
it doesn't look nice at all.
It doesn't
Okay.
even look nice, and
Then that's a scam.
The 3K series can't even run the game well, man. The game wasn't even optimized.
Oof.
Yeah, that's damn bad.
For you talking about Cyberpunk, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the way how everything was overhyped lah. Like for some of the previous titles.
I don't know. It's a stigma though. Like the death from, I forget what's the death for Cyberpunk. Is it like Reddit or Reddit? That studio is like known to have like buggy release at the start though. Like there's like most developers are released in a buggy state. So I think
They have deadlines to meet, ma. And now that there's online, you can just do the patch online instead of releasing the game perfectly fine as it is, and you do not intend to patch it, that kind, right? Yeah, it's not like the olden days where you buy your games in CD, and if the game was bugged in that manner, you are probably never ever getting it fixed. Unless you had some other physical copy of a patch somewhere, and you somehow get a hand of it and like install it, and like, oh wow, this thumb drive works, or this floppy disk works. Oh holy shit, this patch is great.
And that's why piracy was like quite high, because pirated games might have the fixes for those games also, instead of the actual games disc that has the correct game but doesn't have the fix for the bugs that it has.
I recently heard about that news. Or like the video. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, but think of it this way, right? Even for Baldur's Gate, right, I feel like one of the things that I feel like I will give Lauren a good applaud, right, is because, right, the way they fix things, like the hot fix and patches, although they are not perfect, although they still have bugs here and there with the patches, and then causes new bugs, right? But ultimately, the way they dish out fixes, right, is a lot faster than a lot of devs.
Definitely. What I heard is they are like very attentive to the things that the players are doing. Even their Twitter account is constantly doing replies to the different people who uploaded clips.
Oh, yeah. Speaking on that, right, it's not just... I think this is something that a lot of people might disagree or agree lah, but I think one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate blew up, right, is because it's not just like, oh, Larian Studios just talked about it, right? But it's because the players talk about it, the devs actively talk about it on their own Twitter as well. and then the VAs as well. And in fact, the VAs also
the
go
VAs?
out and do all the weird stuff, and they go for interviews. Some of them
Behind the
actually
scenes?
do, yeah, behind the scenes or those snippets, you know, or they do play the game with other people as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's like they actively push the game out as well. And then because of that, more people know about it, more people buy it, more people test it, more people report bugs. Then they're like, okay, we know there are bugs, now we faster fix them without fix and patches.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It creates a very
Yes.
good ecosystem.
Yeah, it's one part of the media. I don't. It's publicity, like marketing. Is it
Yeah,
free
yeah.
marketing? Question mark.
It's still marketing lah.
It
At the
doesn't
end of the day,
matter. Free or not, it's still marketing.
free or not, it's marketing. Yeah.
You wouldn't steal a CD. Hey, look, if someone is if you and I have the same game, we both use the CD to install, and you have the CD for a patch, right? And I needed that CD, I'm gonna steal it, man.
Or it's just a TXT file.
I mean,
Change only.
I mean, unless I if I have I don't have the CD, I don't have it, and there's no way else to get it, I'm gonna steal it, lah.
You wouldn't photocopy a CD.
We cool. You have to buy a CD to photocopy first, and your what?
Yeah.
You need to burn. You need to able to
Yeah,
burn
you
the
burn
CD.
the CD. Yes.
And so
Those were the times, man. Those were the times.
Look, not every computer can burn the CD. Okay.
Not every computer CD-ROM can burn the CD.
You wanna steal a car? Tell that to GTA. All Saints
That's-
Pros.
That's the GTA said basically means stealing a car, Grand Theft Automobile.
Exactly, cause you wanna steal movie. Oh, but I mean you can't unless you have a way to access the real room and take the whole entire reel back, right? And after that, you take the reel back home, and you realize actually, what's the point of taking the reel leh? I don't have the projector leh.
That's
correct. You wouldn't steal the projector though, right?
That's something else altogether.
That's quite big for you to steal, right?
Okay. I think we are going too far from the point.
That's true. That's true.
Let's go back to the topic again. Otherwise, we might just keep going to every different thing. But if you are not,
Okay.
Yeah. So the topic is Baldur's Gate 3 Game of the Year.
I still think I think it's a very good run for Game of the Year. To be very fair. For what it's worth lah.
I feel that there are quite a few good games coming out this year. Things like Armored Core, even. High competitive also.
Armored Core
Even
as
though
well,
it has
and Starfield to some extent as well, right?
Starfield also, right? Like you mentioned.
Remnant 2
Remnant
can
2.
rival it.
Yeah,
Not wrong. Remnant 2 is very decent as well.
Even the Pokemon DLC as well.
Or
Who knows what they'll bring
I
also.
wouldn't bet on that.
Okay, to be fair, I think community choice by this year, Baldur's Gate 3 will be the Game of the Year. By community choice. But internally, I don't think. Not that I play a lot of games this year, but internally, I think that I could be better, but very hard to contest Baldur's Gate 3 in terms of like the depths or like the enjoyment compared to other games this year.
Yeah. There's also Dave the Diver, which I find
Oh
pretty
yeah.
interesting.
That's the Game of the Year.
But that's not like a big title Game of the Year, you know.
Does it need to be a big title, the Game of the
shit,
Year?
can you
Wow,
imagine?
double standard.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
imagine. Okay,
Are you
look.
gatekeeping indie games from being a game?
No. But look. Imagine, right? All the AAA games got dethroned by Dave the Diver, man.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah, I mean, if it's good, it's good, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough, right?
Even Stardew Valley is like considered game.
Yeah, that's like long time ago. Yeah, it was like one of the candidates for Game of the Year, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, that's fair. Stargate, Stargate, what? Starfield getting negative double standards lah. Unless the modding community find 100% production power, look, every Bethesda games needs some certain mods to make it better, man.
I don't know, man. Starfield is the can of worms. No,
Yeah,
It's a
we-
space Skyrim.
we don't touch but that's just but that's game is just
It's not.
heard
It's not
instead-
can of worms. But, sorry. Continue.
I heard instead of dragon shout, you have space shout in the game.
wait, what?
what?
I don't know. I have
heard- I
I have
heard.
not nothing on.
So it's like that's why they say it's a space Skyrim.
Oh,
Instead of the dragon shout or dragon speak, they now have the space shout or speak.
Can
I don't
anyone
know, man.
please Starfield confirm this? I want to know.
That's what I heard about it. I haven't like really seen much from it also. But definitely if it has the modern community support, it will definitely become a game that gets into a candidacy into as a game of the year for this year.
True. I mean, and then again, I think it's also how the game is being treated, like, which is not just like, oh, we beat this game already. We're going to install patch, like maybe a month later. Like they literally have hot fixes and then patches, which I think this is like dragon equals question.
Yeah. Dragon
Yeah.
equals space.
Space dragon, spaceship spaceships they can be dragons also. What?
The void of the outer
What is
space
it?
gives you the power to shout into it.
But
I
okay.
mean, you can even shout in space.
That's the thing. You can in Starfield. Oh.
Wait, how do you shout? You shout in a helmet.
I mean,
You really
break
got
your
cut out
own
when you shout.
vision. I know it will break your vision though.
I don't
Like,
know.
I don't
all
know,
the empty air or what will your face will get sucked off or something.
Hey, imagine you full Rhoda in space and then the spaceship just stares at you like.
The
What?
spaceship get summoned beside you, then you can yeah, it's a spaceship summoning shout.
What?
Spaceship something shout. But it's like the Red Dead Redemption of all those games. Like you whistle then all your.
Oh, so
Yeah.
what nonsense? Come on.
Even in the building, you're like, then the ship is coming scratching inside the
I
wall.
don't know, you're exploring without your shit. Suddenly you want to, I want to get out of this place. Space summoning, spaceship summoning shout, and then boop, there's a ship right beside you, and just right off the where you need to go to. Next.
Since I wanna add on there. Since like you're gonna summon, right? We're gonna have to do the summoning dance, like the magical girl. Yeah.
Oh.
The transform, we call it.
Yes, the
Sailor
magical
Moon?
transformation.
Sailor Moon.
Yes, that's one example.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's, okay, so like suggesting mods now, you know.
Oh god damn.
What can we mod into?
We shall leave that to another topic another day with Black Blitz again. Like, hey, what will you mod for Starfield?
Yeah, man.
But okay, I think other than that, right, I think for the gameplay itself, I think it's worth as well. Like the world is so immersive. There's so many places you can explore. So many tips and tricks, and so like honestly, as much as I don't think people should save scum, I think it's that one game, right? You really want to try everything, like. So what if I jump down here, or what if I shove I shove someone down? Like, wait, will something happen? If I pick this option, will anything happen? Will I die? And some options were like, I'm gonna kill you. You're like, come at me, bro. Then the next thing you die. Then like,
Yep,
Pika face
keep
and
his
like,
promise.
then
He
Pika
kept
face
his-
like, what?
Yeah, he kept his promise, right? He's true to his words.
I already had a waifu mate.
Game of the year.
Game of the year, Starfield. Because can mod.
Yeah.
Can mod all the waifus. I mean, you can mod all the waifus in well,
In
Baldur's Gate
3?
as well. One.
Can we?
We can. Baldur's Gate 3 is moddable, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw one mod on like Twitter. Someone mod one of the guy's face, right, to be the Squidward Hampson face, the very chiseled looking one.
Woo!
If you know the white hair guy, I forgot his name. but-
Astarion, huh?
Yeah,
Come
Astarion.
on.
They don't make a mod for him, so his face is like the Chad, very refined, sharp face looking.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
help lah.
Game of the year.
I mean,
Very,
let's
very
be honest. Like Baldur's Gate now, they can mod. I think people already started to mod about it.
Yeah,
Now you can
this is
create
good.
like really, literally almost every class available instead of the fixed few classes in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a lot more options as well.
Yeah, and the game devs is still coming out with like, you can play this race now in the game, like a kobold or something. I saw that somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like still adding content
Yeah, correct. And don't
to
forget,
add replayability.
the last time they did the definitive edition, they actually included community mods into their game, and actually hired those community mods.
You mean the game better? Or
Yeah. Definitely. I think there was a mod to talk to animals, right? Where people were like, "Hey, I want to talk to animals, lah." Then Lauren Studios was like,
New game?
Lauren Studios was like, okay, we are gonna put it inside the game so you can just talk it off or on. But most other mods you can still go and download it yourself. The only race
It
matter.
was a mod.
Yep, it was a mod made into actual game feature, which was kind of amazing. Like you have fans that are willing to spend a lot of time to make this extra content for you, and then a good appreciation of that is to actually pay them for their help to let your game be more interesting, and have added replayability as well, which is what a lot of games that we are playing these days are trying to do, so that people keep continue to play again, try A, try B, sort of thing. But is it a game of the year? Are we making a decision on this?
Yes, I call it a very strong contender, if anything.
Strong
It's too
content.
early for now.
Wusi has his doubts.
It's like
Yeah,
now it's just September only. Still got October, okay? Still got Spider-Man,
Oh yeah, Spider-Man, the
Spider-Man
Miles
is
Morales,
coming
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Is it?
Spider-Man
No.
2. Spider-Man 2. No, it's not Miles Morales anymore. You have
wait.
both.
Oh, both.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2. 2 Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like
so maniac.
I'm taking the new games. Oh yeah, you forgot that Breath of the World came out this year, right? The new game.
Oh, Tears of the
Oh,
Kingdom.
right, Tears of the Kingdom,
Wow, yes,
right.
great game,
Yeah.
great RP. Yeah, man. Wow, really? This year has
I don't know. I
This year has
haven't
a lot of
tried.
It's
contenders.
Nintendo, eh? It's Nintendo.
I haven't tried any of the Spider-Man series games, so I wouldn't know.
Like it has quite a strong following from what I heard. Like Breath of the Wild, yeah. Good year for a good game, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like reading all the wait, there's actually a lot of games that came out. It's actually a contender. Like I think Blitz contender is Remnant 2, but I don't share as much, or like I think it's just a hype period at that time. But I think it was overshadowed by a lot of other games, I think.
True.
I think I'm a core, right? Or something. Oh no, it's in July.
Not too sure.
But either way, right? I
Then
think
probably Breath of the Wild.
let's move on a little bit away from the next topic.
Okay.
So maybe this one we really need some inputs from a actual dungeon master, which is Baldur's Gate and the Dungeons and Dragons. Are they so different?
So are you asking me or asking Wuzi?
Everyone, right? Doesn't matter,
Everyone.
right?
I mean, actually, right? We all know that. No.
Wuzi, really compose
Hey,
yourself.
I feel like
I
there's
can't
a
really
story.
hear
There's
you.
story coming in.
Alright. No, I mean, we just mentioned that Baldur's Gate came from a Dragons of Dungeon universe,
But
right?
I there are differences though. I feel.
You mean in terms of video game tabletop RPG versus the
Yeah.
actual
Yeah,
tabletop
correct.
RPG?
Of course, right?
I mean like that.
Question could be phrased better. yourself.
Oh, I didn't miss the question, so.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying this just to define what is the question about. Yes.
Oh, Game Boy says the difference is mental sex and video game sex.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you're looking for a tabletop RPG, I suppose these are the options provided for you.
Can't anyone have sex in the actual D&D though? You can even describe it until like it's actually freaking awesome. You just don't get a visual of it, right?
Depending who you're playing with strangers.
I mean, if you're having such thoughts with strangers on the table, probably you might as well just ask them out directly, right?
Yeah.
That'll be the last time you'll be seeing them as well. The first and the last time.
When Control 2 released at the beginning of the year, I mean, okay, if you want to talk about Control 2, I might as well just say maybe Alan Wake 2 at the beginning of the year.
Okay. Maybe we'll see.
We will see. Maybe the same devs will come out with something. No, I don't know.
The cutoff is October, right? December is not even. There's no way for people to play December. Like October is the best time games that came out will be like the game of the year. Else it
sure?
won't be.
Oh.
Right. I mean
This year? You mean?
Yeah, I know this year.
To be counted within this year's or game of the year, it needs to be released before the end of October.
Oh my god, guys.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean like if people want to play games, I think October is like the nice month.
Not December because Christmas. Oh, everyone's
because the Game Awards will probably already be in December anyway.
Oh, that's
They have to put. What's Baldur's Gate? What is Baldur's Gate? See, this is Baldur, and then he has a gate, 3 gates, and that's the 3rd gate, yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Let's move on.
Yes.
Play D&D until you have your own dragon to enter their dungeon.
Oh, that's deep.
4th gate open. Okay, sure. Very interesting answers from the chat. Sure.
Okay.
So, I feel like, right, there's a very big difference that you don't really think about it until you is mentioned lah, which is the combat.
Okay.
Because the combat, right, you just need to press button, click on target, and then number and magically comes out, right? Whether you land your hit, your miss, it's like, oh wow, it's so easy, right? But the actual D&D, actually roll the dice. While the game skips the roll. I mean, there's the roll dice. You don't get to see the dice being rolled, which I think it makes a bit of difference.
I mean, it's whether you click to roll dice or you roll the actual dice. To me, it's not too much of a difference.
No,
Yeah, sure.
I've seen-
It be annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, like in the game, you don't get to roll the dice. You just everything just automatically calculate for you, your RNG and whatnot.
True.
I mean, it makes the gameplay smoother lah. You don't want to be stuck in the gameplay, stuck in the fight for 2 hours and like, how long has it been? 2 hours. Wait, we have to fight this damn fight for 2 hours. Yeah, shit.
I mean, it depends on the players whether they want everything to automate for them or they want to be very involved. So all these slowdowns is very much depending on how much are you people. Like you have read up on all your spells, you know what they do, and the DM also has some awareness of roughly the spell is, so that they can pretty much do it quite as fast as computer can. Just sometimes players like, sure, what does it? Can I cast it over there? Yeah, let me see your spell again. Okay, yeah, you can cast it over here, and then you hurt this and these people. And
that's very true.
You don't have like the UI highlights the area where this spell is gonna cast or who you're gonna hit.
You have to imagine and ask the DM. So at what point can I aim the place?
You can't even imagine, man.
No, you
literally if you have to D&D, right, you literally have a board, right? You have to bring out the stupid projector and then just put it down
you need
there.
to have a protractor and then you like, you're firing out of 60 degrees from this angle and this is the flame when your breath of flame attack you do this range, you know.
I think that's also part of like how the D&D feels like. It's part and process of it, right? As much as it's tedious, it's like then you measure and like, okay, maybe this is not the right step because I obviously cannot measure. I cannot go here. Okay, maybe fireball a bit to the left. Oh, left is fine. Left is fine. Boom.
Yeah, like some people do like this sort of tediousness. It
Yeah.
makes it very grounded on the board. Everyone agrees. Everyone have a common understanding as well, rather than toward with an AI. Sometimes with AI it's too clean cut. It just feels like just playing another game
Action
itself.
RPG.
Action RPG itself.
Yeah. Also, the game is controlled by another player, so you can say you roll a net one, and then you use a fireball. Right, the fireball will ricochet behind you and then hit your ally.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can
right.
do
It's
this
the net
flavorful
20s and the net ones. Right. I almost forgot. Those are the game breaking ones. Yes. The net 20 usually the DM like you just smack him in the head and then his head just drop off or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Then net one will be like you swing it and then it lands on Musi. And Musi's like, hey, what the heck?
Yeah, you roll a net 20. As your weapon swings towards the enemy, you see a flash of lightning strikes on top of him. Immediately as a blade go past through his body like butter, you see his upper half of body slide and then fall to the ground. Things like that you can do on the Baldur's Gate 3 or video game D&D. It's a bit trickier.
Oh
a bit
no, they
harder.
don't have it. Totally
don't
don't have it.
yeah.
So net 20 is just instant pass. Net one is instant fail. There's no like very drastic fail lah. Like you just
Wait,
fail the roll dice.
Net 20 cannot be instant pass, right? Even though the skill check is like what?
No,
30.
if you net 20, they don't even count the skill check already.
Yeah, I think that's
But-
the new D&D rule.
Yeah, if it's net 20, you skip all the skill check because it's instant pass. But then if you roll 19, right, you still go through everything, combine all the digits into like 30, 40 plus, and you still get a pass. Yeah, which is like kind of weird because I don't understand why the numbers go so high. Just give me pass can yeah, don't need to roll so high.
Because sometimes the monster's AC is also quite high.
Yeah.
So I mean, if DM knows the AC,
Okay,
Yeah, that
no, those
then
are fine.
they can- yeah.
I don't need that kind of calculation to open locks, man.
sometimes some locks are this complicated.
Yeah.
Unless the AC for the locks were like 30, which there is a few in Act 1, or spoilers, but. And like, okay, sure. God damn it. But yeah.
I seen a roll was like the skill check was like 30 or 40, and then this guy had like 19, and then all the other bonuses from the character or like skill like proficiency or something like that, they increase it up to 40, and then he managed to clear.
Yeah.
Like just nice.
They have a lot of bonuses in the game that boost that lah. But it's not like those like, oh, you critically open the lock without breaking a lockpick, and now you can have a free lock as well. I don't know, something like that along the lines. Like some net 20 descriptions are like all over the top ones, and then you have those net ones like you manage to just screw up the whole entire lock. Right now, the whole entire chest cannot be opened, and then you'll be like, can I smack the chest?
It can be something like you put the lockpick into the keyhole, and then you hear a laughter, a giggle, and then as you look out, you see the door comes alive because it's being tickled by the lockpick. Roll for initiative.
Oh god damn it, a mimic door? What the heck, man?
Like the worst type lah. Like the worst type.
I kind of imagine like what type of hole is that?
Yeah, what does that hold?
A sentient door or someone or no, you know what's the most easiest way to describe it? Net 20 is just you passing it with like nobody noticed that you open the door, right? Net 1, everyone inside the door could hear you lockpicking, and they have you can hear them preparing their weapons, pointing at the door. Roll for initiative. Then you're like, oh, what the heck? I didn't even wanted to fight.
Yeah. The very Mr. Bean way of opening the door.
God damn.
So are they so different? Are they not so different?
different in your own ways, because the game, like, you can't really RNG a lot of stuff, like again, like those like net 20, net ones, like the game has fixed stuff, right? Like you can't RNG everything, so you can't really, what do you call it, like have special events like, oh, net 20, you just jiba boom, and then suddenly everything explodes and your enemy just die, and then no, there won't be such things happening in the game, but it might happen in actual D&D, depends on the DMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just imagination versus confined programming, you know.
Yeah, depending on how flexible the DM want to bend the rules for you. Sometimes it just like you explain your actions very nicely to him. You like, yep, you pass. Yeah, just pass in a row.
Then you maybe you describe to him like, I cast a fireball and then the fireball just lands straight out into a bunch of barrels that has oil filled in it. You knock them off, then suddenly everything just jiba boom, everyone all around just dies. And it's like, okay, sure, go for it. Roll 20. Okay, very nice. You get what you wanted. Boom, everything just dies.
Okay.
Usually those things are spoken by the DMs. Yeah, but usually they will just do. I will cast my spell chanting for 10 minutes long, like Megumi chants before he actually casts a fireball. Like he actually recite the whole chant from Konosuba, and then you do the I cast fireball. Then DM like, alright, but he still need you to, because he's still not convinced that you. Yeah. Unless you come up with a very cool way of like solving an encounter or even solving a puzzle, then that's like really up to the DM to like, oh, okay, that's a smart way of doing that. I'm just gonna let you pass and see what happens. Which happens on the tabletop side, but not so much on the video game.
Okay, guys, let's run the ad first. Then after that, we will be right back to continue this topic. Let me run an ad. Goodbye.
No, say goodbye. We are not going. See you later.
See you later.
Goodbye.
We are back. Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, I think there's another difference that I want to bring up.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. So you see, like map. Usually, let's say exploration for a DM, right? You probably need to plan out the map like quite early in advance, and then what's there is there. What's not there, you probably wouldn't include it in, right? I think the game is already, same thing for the game, right? The game, but like you see, the game has fog of war. So you explore and you check out this place, you check out that place. And then like, oh, if this place has certain treasure, then they automatically roll for like survival check or nature check or whatever checks you need, right? Then you instantly get like, okay, if you check, then here's a chest, and you open it, that kind of thing. I think for actual D&D it's a bit difficult to implement that kind. I don't know.
One thing is that the actual D&D, the tabletop D&D, need to do such things. Only if DM has game well enough. Sort of thing, because not really, how to say, hey guys, I left to this forest thing or not, or hey, we're gonna check out like the volcano a bit, maybe once twice, okay lah, but if you do that for every time that you are doing it, it'll be a bit boring.
True.
With player people, like everyone say, oh, we are going to go check out the lake over there to see anything. Well, go check out that. Literally, the DM like, as you go through the DM, like cut and half, and you also explore the whole time. You get all this.
You're breaking up again. Don't break up with us.
Yeah,
okay.
but the MMORPG, I think I understand also, but then DM also can control it, right? Like say, oh, you went there and then you found nothing.
True.
Which, yeah, you will de-incentivize the players from doing things like that, lor. Yeah.
And I feel like, okay, in Baldur's Gate, right, you go into combat, like, oh yes, I get into combat, I can loot them. But actually D&D, oh my god, oh no, combat, there goes 2 hours of our gaming time. Roll for initiative, man.
Right, that happens lah. So people try to minimize combat as much as possible, unless really required. Mostly they will try to get players to solve it through non-combat ways. Maybe talk to the guy, intimidate them even to prevent a combat from happening. But and come to worst come to worst, you will have to deal with it, lor. That might be just
Can you still talk to the guy after you roll for initiative?
Yeah, no, definitely. I saw you want to use up your actions, turn to talk to guy, like gesture, negotiate with the guy. Dude, I'm not gonna fight with you. Stop this, and you can roll to persuade them.
Imagine you just roll a net one after that, and like the guy is so pissed off he just want to kill you instantly.
The guy, yeah, he's your new. His attack target is you now.
You're like, oh no, can I say scum? No, shit.
That's another difference between the Baldur's Gate 3 and Dungeon.
You can't say scum, whatever happens, happens, man.
Technically, have you ever encountered like weighted dice?
Oh, weighted dice.
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I mean I haven't been playing D&D as much lah, but you know what's weighted dice, right?
Yeah.
So basically, those people who don't know weighted dice is the like dice who are tempered with to show in the good rolls, mostly like to net 20s or something, high rollers basically. There's such people who do that but you think? Sorry, this is maybe a slight digress. I mean, even though I think in Baldur's Gate, right, you kinda can cheat, right?
I mean, you can mod for the dice to probably get the high rolls, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is why.
Yeah.
You want to see all the results of what if you roll crit 20? Yeah, you just want to see like, oh, what are the results every time you just crit 20 throughout the whole game.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing. Net 20 doesn't give you anything special anyway, so you don't have to save scum that. But you probably want to save
special
scum.
animation, no.
Not really.
Okay.
But you probably will want to save scum because there's many different options, like all the dialogues and like, can I slap the squirrel, for example? And like, yeah, sure. Then you realize the accidentally killed the squirrel, and be like, okay, maybe I don't want to kill the squirrel. I just want to like talk to it or something.
Yeah, for experience points.
Not wrong, but I mean, at least you can save scum in the game to like maybe check out different options, right? But you probably can't do that in the actual. Then you like whatever happens, and like, I made a mistake, guys. Then the whole team will say, "You like, good, glad you know that."
I mean, that's part of the fun of it, like you make a to it and like blame you for it because what's not has been, and that will be pretty much the adventure stuff lah. That's unique to own. And if you want to play a game, you can start. You already know half the thing already, which was similar to like playing a new game in Pokemon after you finish the Elite Four and Champion. You just pretty much know everything but you decide to bring a different team. Or like just to challenge, just to fight, do Nuzlocke, you know. But then it's not exactly the same. Video game versus tabletop. You need to see, do you want to rerun the whole thing start, and then if everyone's like cool and really into it. Some people are just like play once and just get on.
Fair.
See how this character, I want to grow my character happy. In a different game. Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of another one.
What's going on? No, as in, continue with your questions.
How about narrative differences?
Oh.
Like because the narrative is pretty much determined by the players and the DM when it comes to the physical D&D, right? So I can make my character sound like he's a sassy guy, and all his options are damn sassy. But you can't really have that in the game because the game is designed like that. Then it's like that, lor.
That's where your mods come in.
Oh my.
Come on.
Coming in with the mods once again.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I don't think the mods can save everything of the game like it has that lah, right?
That's the limitation of video games. It's as controlled and as limited as what the contents have been has been added to into it. Whereby in tabletop D&D is really improv on play on the run go. Definitely you have some basic rules that you have, such as the character skills, characters stats, things like that. But personality and become more and more, and then will they become even more social rather than.
David, Holly,
Yeah.
you're breaking out too much now.
I'm bringing up too much again.
Yeah, he's
I was
preparing to
trying
break up
to-
with us already.
Yeah, I was like trying to fit in the six sentences. It's like so difficult. Like,
Okay, let me see if I can turn off my.
Noise suppression. Are you underestimating mods? I don't think it's underestimating mods, but ultimately there is still like certain things that are still like you can't really do it in the game versus like physical, probably.
wait,
I
what?
think.
What was that? You can't do something physically in the game, wait, what?
Not that lah. Talking about like narrative differences like let's say one of my characters suddenly he's a very sassy character, but if he touch his friends then he'll get very pissed off. I don't think you can get that kind of like that switch of a character inside in the fixed game that easily.
Character's attributes,
Yeah.
reactions.
Yeah.
And you can design like their everyone's reactions like differently instead of like same, I guess.
Which is the role playing part lah.
Yes, the
There
role-playing
is a limitation how much you can in a video game
Yes.
because of what the video game can do
Yeah.
compared to real life. Where you want.
Which is like I think the game that Holy showcase. I forget what's the name.
Celeste.
Crown
Yeah.
Star, yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of the most rigid game I ever done in terms of like exploration. You just get the job done. Like there's no side quest, proper side quest.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
which
that sounds like D&D.
Yeah. No, D&D has side quests.
D&D has sub quests.
It has side quests, but you probably wouldn't want to touch on so much side quests because it's gonna take so much of everyone's time. Unless you intend it to be like a maybe a good 10 to 20 sessions. If not, you probably
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's a campaign pretty much.
Yeah.
There will be a bit of side quests to add more
Variety.
flavor to the world.
And then they
Go straight
equipment.
Just be. You don't even have a chance to roleplay.
Actually, since we are already on that topic, right? Let's switch to the next topic, shall we? Do you guys want to know what's the next topic?
Oh, it's the next topic.
What's the next topic?
Guess.
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 You're fine.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
copyright.
Okay. Next topic we have
Cringe, man.
couch co-op versus, or maybe not say couch, but maybe physical co-op versus online co-op. Which is better?
Couch co-op or like so basically someone beside you or playing online co-op. I think both of them have pros and cons actually, but couch co-op it has the bonding, the better bonding compared online. Like you can like see your let's say playing Halo 3 as a child, and then you have your cousin right beside you, and then you try to compete. And then when you do something wrong, you can like kind of playfully smack the person.
That sounds like a very personal experience.
Wow. Such experience, such.
You know, like smack the person like, hey.
You play properly, don't die lah.
Yeah. Well, physical co-op, I feel is kind of good, whereby you don't have the latency of the voice call, like what is happening right now. We are all online and breaking up.
Right.
You are any point of time you need fast reaction and then clear communication. Physical co-op will help that lah.
True. Hello, traffic. Roll 4d6. Oh, why you need 4 dice? What are we rolling for?
That sounds like a fireball to me.
Okay, I feel like same as Musi. I feel like both has pros and cons, right? Like physical, again, like what he said, like what he described, like you probably physically interact with the person, all the friends, one friend or multiple friends with you, and then like, hey, why you attack me? Huh? Why? Versus like you hear on Discord, hey, why you attack me? And then like no feel like attack lah. Then
muted.
yeah, like muted. Then like, oh yeah, I muted. Shit. Then there will be one guy like just playing all the way. Then he like talking, and after that, guys,
Nobody heard him.
I muted. Yeah, you have been muted for half an hour. Like, wait, I've been talking for half an hour though. Yeah, you were muted for that long.
I mean, to be fair, online co-op has its strength whereby people can can join game from anywhere they want, without fear, without the need to, hey, everybody to my house or to this place. Then the person late for like half an hour. I booked this place for like 1 hour ago, and then come out, and then like the booking charges is really not used at all, and then yeah, waste people time. Online people are like, I'm not pointing at anyone now. I'm not sure.
Okay,
But, yeah.
but I do think like online co-op, right, or online co-op, right, it's like, okay, maybe not, let's think about it in a way, right? Let's say I live in America, you live in the UK, and you live in India, and we all can play together. You don't have to go for a physical meetup just to play a freaking game. You can play at your own, at your comfort, have your own setup, nice, sweet. Like it's like same asking like, why don't we do space out in the physical setting rather than just do it at home, right?
Yeah.
Same concept, right? Like it has its pros and cons. Like physical setup, you probably need to like have a nice place, everyone can sit down comfortably, have a camera set up, lighting, everything nice done.
Microphone in front of them so they don't need to share.
Don't need a chair, and everyone have a physical contact. Yeah, that'll be great. But at the same time here, online we can do it like, okay, we all do it at our home setting, home setup. We all can lie down on a comfortable chair in a comfortable room with aircon. You're probably maybe half naked and nobody knows.
Why you have to bring in that up?
I'm just saying.
Are you
No,
you know,
I'm
you
not.
can't be naked.
I guess those are the benefit of
okay,
online
the bottom
co-op,
half,
yes.
like as long as you're not showing that, right? It doesn't matter, right? Everyone's just showing their t-shirts, right? Right?
To check out our Patreon for information such as this. We have one like, what is it? Coffee. Anyway. Yeah. But you do make a point, you literally internet is everywhere now. Online is super accessible. We don't need things like Hamachi or even Garena in the past. Then they need to like connect through that. We can literally just start again, and then the game is has line play multiplayer. So
it was a pain though, playing like online co-op. Like the games are not designed to play couch co-op. So I think that was the LAN, right? You have to be a LAN.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would LAN be considered as a physical co-op?
Yeah.
I think it should be like,
It's I mean,
Yeah,
you're playing
yeah.
physically, it's still not like.
yeah, the example I gave just to you for
LAN is mostly fighting games, right? Like competitive games, right?
competitive games, fighting games, Counter-Strike, Dota,
Okay,
Counter-Strike,
Recon.
Dota, Ghost Recon, League of Legends.
I don't know leh. I feel like I want to bring out two games like when I used to go LAN when I was a kid lah, right?
Oh,
Was
Diablo?
Maple Story
Okay.
and CS.
CS understandable because you can play with your
Yeah.
and they can shout, hey, shoot, yeah.
Yeah. You see, but you see, kids even not saying like in the past, but even nowadays, right? Some people prefer to go to LAN shops to play. You know, like because
they
you
don't
can,
have it at home.
unless you don't have a computer at home. Okay.
Or their computer at home not good enough. play games like.
Okay, to be fair, now LAN shops also very terrible. Their settings, all the PC specs are damn shit. But let's not talk about that, right? most LAN shops are shit. Not everyone. Not every LAN shop, of course. Most.
They can't afford 3060 for good amount of time.
That's right.
Graphic card.
Fair, but okay, you see, the like, no, sorry, not CS, L42.
I mean, that's co-op lah.
Yeah, that's also co-op, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like you can play together, like, hey, shoot him, man. Hey, why you never save me? Hello, got smoker, leh. Then you can just scold the person, then like, hey, help lah, help me. Don't help lah. I taking this Molotov lah. You wait cannot. I dying lah. Then a tank punch me. I don't need help already lah. Where you go? The tank punch me off the map already. Shit. Right? As compared to like you doing that over VC, I mean, yes, it's still probably still have the same fun, but it's just don't feel the same, you know?
I think back then the group calls on Skype and MSN was not very good compared to what we have.
Oh, okay, that's fair. MSN just...
Yeah. That's why we have that option, but we decided not to take that option. Not good. Yeah.
Fair.
And then we can meet our friends. When we were young, we also stay at home. We stay at home. Just like, wow, what is it?
You cutting off? I cannot hear you already.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you sometimes want to get out of the house so that your parents won't catch you playing the whole day. At least you're outside. It looks like you're doing something else.
Oh yeah, I should have actually done that now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not wrong.
Yeah, otherwise your parents will think, oh wow, so they already still play computer. And when you actually got friends, you still play computer.
Okay,
but
look, but you can't be staying outside to go LAN, what, right?
Oh,
hey,
very hard to say
imagine
for some
you
people.
stay until you like come back home 12 a.m. 1 a.m. Where you go Or I go out, hang out with my friend go drink a little bit and chill. You just at LAN for like LAN for like 5-6 hours or because from dinner time all the way until midnight.
Playing LAN is worse than going to drink.
Yeah.
The example is
Okay, look,
really impressive.
some LANs you probably can drink, so you can just drink while playing LAN, right?
True. You should say something like, I went out studying with my friends. I'm getting a bit of tuition. Friend is teaching me about things that I learned today that I'm not like that. I guess you weren't a very good liar, either.
I'm not the kind that likes to lie lah.
Okay.
I'm
guess
kind of a
I am
liar
one.
as well, but
I mean, you can just say you hang out with your friends. That's all.
yeah, that's what I
That's
usually
super.
tell my parents. Like, just going out to hang out with my friends. But I
If they
never
ask
say how
more,
hang
then-
lah.
Then they will start integrating like. So where do you go to hang? So you hang out for 5 hours. What you do? You cannot just talk, right? No, and then
Hey.
you talk about what?
Hey, actually, my mom does ask me that, like, why you go out so long out with your friends one? Why you all got so much thing to talk about? Can talk until midnight, 3-4 a.m. Like, it's just things to talk about lah. What you want me to say, right?
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, physical meetup is still pretty decent because there's the connection, and then you probably can have a food together. Not only just like after co-op like that time after that we go. I mean, okay, not that time lah, but then we can go hang out after that. Go eat a meal together, hang out, have fun, talk to each other more after that. Online, just hey, this session already. Okay, next week. Next week. Anything else? No. Okay, I go off. Okay, bye. And that's it.
I mean, online is just 8 p.m. online. Okay, everyone online at 8 p.m. Discord. Then and then everyone start the game and just individually just join group, enter into game.
Yeah. Or there are some people like 8 p.m. and then it will contact you at 10 p.m.
So it's at 10 p.m.
Happy. Hey, don't
Having
like
dinner,
that.
having dinner.
Hey, you are calling me out. That's not fun.
I'm not calling you out. You're calling yourself out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't even say.
You just say it's you.
Yeah.
You're calling yourself
Last,
out, yo.
last week I was like supposed to play my friend at 7 p.m. but I only reached home at 7:45. Shit, and it was for Baldur's Gate as well.
Oh no. I hit a nerve, I hit a nerve.
That's like, are you calling me out? Because that's very
I have
true.
no idea, man.
That is not your fault.
Yeah, but fair enough, right?
Yeah. I mean, but if you're online co-op, you can excuse yourself anytime, and then it's easier to excuse yourself rather than meet physical compared to physical meetup.
Less.
Yeah, I
not
busy.
constant,
You busy? I already here waiting at the MRT already. But you're not coming, huh?
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's compared to you don't want to play? Okay, then I will just do something else at home then.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Imagine like, hey,
Oh
bro,
yeah.
hey
that's
bro,
fair.
where are you? I just woke up. We are land shop waiting for you already.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
I mean, so that is a strong point of like online co-op. I mean, it's not really online co-op, but you know the before and after online co-op parts.
Yeah. I don't agree. I don't agree with what Blitz is saying. Like you can play online every day. You can go online every day, but you can't travel from Jurong to Tampines to play a game with a friend. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite. I think it's a factor to consider when thinking whether or online, because like the place, the time, that really plays a factor.
True. You imagine you tell me to go to Jurong, go land shop. Musi ask me, hey, you want to go Jurong? Do what? Play land shop. We're asking you, what game can I not play at home? I need to go to land shop to play.
I mean, definitely, if when you're young, you didn't have like really good computers, you most probably go land shop to just meet friends and hang out lah.
We just
But
go
now
after
no.
school. No, because we just want to go because it's after school. Can straight away can play.
That's true also. That's true. So you just don't want to go home straight lah.
Yeah, just don't go home straight lah. That's someone everyone can go. What's wrong? Yeah, exactly. So far, then go Tampines also ah. I think there was one time Ned wanted us to go to Tampines to play play a place to play games. So you're like, okay, sure, but it's damn freaking far, man.
You pick somewhere like central, like Funan or something.
No, because it was to support his friend lah. So we're like, okay, fine, sure. It was a long overdue thing anyway, but wow, freaking far. I think it's especially for Moose and FE. It's like, oh my god, need to travel half of Singapore.
Yeah, it was at Kallang, right? Or something.
No. Jurong, at Tampines, literally at Tampines.
Tampines, yeah, and all this. Yeah, and all this.
And then Moose literally lives in Jurong. So it's
You
like,
don't call me out.
hey, I don't say which part ma, but yeah, it's like oh my god, need to travel all the way all like the other end of Singapore just to play a few hours of board games.
One end to the other end. My god.
Yeah. You were trying out the VR games at the place, I think.
Oh.
Actually, I don't actually remember where is he at. Actually, to be honest.
It's at somewhere near the MRT B1.
Wait, you did when? Did it go?
Yeah, of course I fetched them, so I remember.
Oh, wow, then the course from west to east.
Right, it's fine, right? I mean, it's very far, you know. If I have a car, then I'll go lah. But like again, like if it's physically, it's that kind of experience. Like physical is much better. Like for VRs and whatnot, right? Imagine you go like. You think about it, let's say VR sets, like one whole group of friends going to play VR together versus everyone individually play VR at home. Wow, that one, the difference quite big.
What if there's an online VR, then everyone has a individual VR set at home, but then they just play and then they can meet up on like VR chat like that lah, for example.
Yeah, I think it's so fun, but nobody.
Missing the physical aspect, I think.
But your VR, you don't want to physical aspect. Your physical aspect is probably bump and punch it.
Yeah.
Not to punch you in the
What
face
are
like
you
a
talking
travel.
about?
Because you can't see your surroundings. A bit closer compared to what you see in game. If a person is standing right beside you, then you want to wait for him, but then your hands reach. And then you punch his face instead. Yeah, that was like
True story though.
true story.
Yeah, I got smacked in the head just because
Yes.
I lent my friend right playing Gone in VR right.
Oh,
I was at
I
the
saw
side And then he just smacked my head right there.
Yeah, yes, no,
Shit.
yeah. Once you put on a VR headset, you have
True.
because your surrounding is the VR world.
But that's also the
Yeah.
fun of it, right? Like you can get smacked, like suddenly get
You
smacked.
can
No,
smack from someone
no,
else,
not
then you
saying
are-
I want to get smacked,
Pleasant.
but not saying
It
that
was
we.
not pleasant.
It was not a thing that you
No,
want.
I'm not.
Stella,
I'm
you
not.
want to
No,
get
no,
smacked,
no,
is it?
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
listen,
want
listen,
to
listen.
try, right?
I'm not asking
Oh,
asking you all to get
I
smacked.
don't want to.
But as in, at least there is still a chance for you to get smacked versus you just stay at home, everything's still so safe. There's no physical aspect of it.
I think that's a minus point for a physical co-op rather than a plus
No,
point.
that's a plus point to me, man. Different,
Yo, okay, noted.
Hey, rude. So rude.
You say
No,
someone
you're
would
not
not
being
get
rude, you're being
smacked
weird.
before.
So in terms of like physical co-op for VR games, right, there is a place in Sandbox VR where I used to work in, whereby everyone get to wear a backpack and then put on a VR headset. The VR headset is connected to the backpack, so it's literally kind of wireless. And then you have trackers on your arms and legs that tracks your limb movements. And then you can walk around in the room, and then your avatar in the VR world, and you can get like weapon props, like a gun prop to fire at zombies. So that's it's a 6-player experience. So you can bring your friends over there.
Is it a Suntec third floor?
Suntec 313, one of the higher floors.
I never
Yeah.
tried
Oh,
Sandbox.
Suntec one, I tried. We tried. I tried.
No, not
every
Suntec, not
before.
Suntec. Sorry, it's Orchard.
Oh, Orchard.
313.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know
Actually,
it's on my Instagram. Ads. It's like keep saying, "Hey, try this sandbox thing."
Yeah.
Then I think Scarlett was talking to another shop.
Oh, the Suntec one is it's a much bigger room one. But from what I
Yeah.
heard, King isn't so good. But I don't know. That you can't really see your hands and leg move. The one that sharing is literally you can like wave at your friend, and then you can like there's rats on the floor, you can kick them.
Oh,
and
shit.
you'll react.
Wait,
and
what?
Things like
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
In the VR world. So yeah, do check it out. Sandbox VR. That's like the physical co-op VR game that you can have in the shop. Pretty much like a LAN shop, but it's a shop space. It's a room lah that you can walk around in. No, then they will track your action in your hand. They use the mocap camera, so you can try a bit of mocapping. Experience
Okay.
basic mocapping lah to see how it feels like. Yeah. But that's for VR lah, physical co-op, which a bit hard to do in an online co-op VR, I feel, because when you play VR, depending on what expected in the game, sometimes you need space, the room space. Not everyone has space also,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. unless you just literally hand move. That one we close one eye lah. But if you say like, oh, I want to do para dance in VR with my friends, you can see how everyone do, but then one of your friends like, my room floor space to move around, to step left, step right, then yeah, that person will be at a disadvantage lor.
Anyway, for those who never go to LAN, right, you're not missing out a lot. Yeah, that's. I mean, at the point of time where we all went LAN, right, when the games were more popular on LAN. Not everyone can play at home. You won't go LAN for what? Your PC cannot handle most games, man. Unless you want to play Audition or Maple at the LAN shop lah.
Not everyone has a PC back in the days at their house.
That's very true.
Yeah, they are kind of
Yeah.
expensive.
Did you mention earlier why we go play my Maple Story or Audition in then? Or did you not?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
but I mean I did say because after school we just go and play together ma.
Oh no, because there is an additional EXP bonus if you play.
Oh, you play a certain
LAN
lens,
shop.
right? Oh yeah.
Oh.
I remember. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What?
you know when I was playing at home, there was like, this place is only if you're in LAN shop.
Hey,
No, like,
Nep,
what
how
the hell?
dare! I did play Maple Story at LAN shop. How dare! Yes,
mean-
and some LANs actually give you extra EXP, like 5% or 10% or something.
Thinking back, playing Maple Story at lunch shop is like you see the auntie uncle playing the fishing game at the arcade. It's thinking back, it now gives me the idea. Pretty much that's how Maple like It was a grinding game.
Not just Maple. You see people spam the arrow keys on audition as well. Like, where's the social aspect in this? You're just pretty much pressing buttons, and then you see the person next to him in the same room doing the same thing. Like, oh, okay, fine. I guess that's hanging out as two.
Yeah, I think in terms of games like MapleStory, there are some co-op gameplay element to it whereby you need to fight raid boss.
It used to.
Then like games like WoW back in the days also has raid boss. I think having a physical co-op at the LAN shop helps with the communication and then ensuring that everyone is there. Then hey, how come this person not online yet? Oh no, anyone can call him. Kind of thing.
And okay like the Black Beast Fate as well lor. The best games the games that used to be like good for LAN shops are not exactly as good anymore because they already remove most of the social aspects. You can just probably just play the rest of the game at home nowadays. If you don't have a computer at home, then I don't know, man.
then you might have other options instead.
Yeah,
Mobile phones.
Yeah, physical co-op is like going to a LAN shop, like getting angry at Dota and punching someone else there. That's quite common, by the way.
Good times.
Good times.
What? Really?
You will be surprised because LAN shop, most people, right, they want to play competitive, right? Actually, the best place to play them is actually at LAN or like unless you have a team set up at someone's house lah. If not, most likely you want to go LAN for that. Because it's easier to communicate through like right in the front of the spot than rather you wait to a VC. If someone lagging, then like, hey, I only heard this 10 seconds later. What?
Yeah, someone's internet not as good as yours.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, then that's no, it's not fine. Actually, not fine, especially when you're playing like Warcraft 3. Tunnel here, tunnel there, tunnel the whole entire people only for yourself to be lagging. Then you realize, oh shit, I'm the one lagging. God damn it.
Those were the days. Now we don't have such issues anymore.
Yeah, it's just you either have shitty internet or you don't have.
Yeah. We only had a little shitty internet. Don't need to do all this.
Yeah, that was
nonsense. MICQ.
Defame war as well. And just like, hey bro, this guy defamed me. Hey, go lah, we go whack him together, all defame him together. Okay, steady. Then a whole bunch of people just go to him. Where? Channel 20.
Wow.
Oh, okay, channel 20. Okay, he room 1. Okay, room 1. Find him and defame him. Much easier to communicate physically.
Wow, defame wars, yeah.
Defame war, what the hell?
Also,
a Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Maple
Story.
Yeah,
That's it.
because I
That's
played
it.
M, right, Minecraft. Maple Story, Shenanigans. Actually, what's Fame do though? Like, it's nothing much, right?
It's
In Maple Story.
There is actually like certain armor that actually required 20 fame at the point of time to wear. The black color variants of certain armor you need like 20 fame. But other than that, it's just for vanity lah. Like, hey, look, I have 500 fame. You -2. Yeah, you don't talk to me. Talk to my hand.
wow.
Talk to my hand. Yeah, here. You have a hand.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Fighting over Minecraft, hey, you will be surprised. No, imagine you griefs. Let's say I play beside Musi. Hey Musi, look, here's a TNT. Then okay. Here is me hitting a TNT, and this is your house. Goodbye. You see, you come beside my seat and smack me or not? Correct.
No, more like when Musi get you want some diamond armor that has over there. You just go. And the moment he go in and step on the pressure plate, the whole house explode, and then he lost all his items.
You just grief Musi will come out of his seat and just like, I'm gonna smack you so hard, bro.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but luckily you don't lose stuff in the chest, right?
No, there's nothing in the chest at all. It's all the things that you were carrying got
exploded and disappeared.
Because exploded stuff get
I'm
gone.
putting you are doing this to your friend.
But you see,
Are you?
my point is like you only can pull this kind of stunts right online. You wouldn't do it when the person is physically beside you, right?
Correct.
You be surprised.
But
I would do
that's
it. I would do it just to see the reaction.
whoa.
Oh, I want to be careful when I go
Don't mess
Land
with
Shy
Lucy,
anymore.
That's we'll see.
God damn.
But that's not really online co-op.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not co-op, but online playing together, then just like want to prank the other person. But you probably wouldn't pull this prank like when the person is right beside you looking at your monitor and like, bro, you planting some TNTs in my head face, bro? No, never. This is not your, no, it's not your base. What do you mean? That is totally my base. I can see that from your screen. No.
Then log out. After
You know what's better physical online games like Overcooked. True. That's why there's certain games that is always better like on the physical level than on playing online. Like even D&D to some extent, I think playing together is more fun. It's just whether you want to commit and meet at a certain location every week or
Which
every
is the
few
hardest part
weeks.
of D&D. The hardest part of D&D is literally to jio the people.
No,
together, because everyone has-
Joe is one thing. Everyone coming to their spot on time and start the game together is another.
No, you can even jio them in the first place.
That's
Can't even get jio. Right? They're like, I cannot start without part of the campaign. You cannot continue without it.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the story. But I can't even jio you then.
That's why it's like autopilot. Like, you don't have it. Like, you don't have to have the person. You just like you just continue and then just autopilot the guy. Even though it's not a good thing.
I mean, with now there's some website that's do like online D&D, Roll20. It does helps a bit for people who might be, I need to because of requirement. Oh wait, you're still in my D&D. That's a nice workaround thankfully. But then you need the DM will need to sell everything out.
I see.
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, you're so
we lost
quiet.
you a
Yes.
bit. That's why it's like a bit.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think KJ also has a point. Like commitment is another different ball game as well when it comes to. But okay, to be fair, right? If it's commitment we're talking about, right? It happens anywhere, right? It can happen online also, ma. Doesn't mean you tell everyone, hey, Sunday 12 p.m. we stay here, we play Baldur's Gate. Everyone will be here 12 p.m. What? Is it? But it's physically it's an additional step because now you ever has to wake up early, going to move out of the house, meet together, take transport. Then someone will like MRT breakdown, some like Grab traffic jam. You also cannot do anything about it.
Some diarrhea.
Food poisoning. Worse. You can't even blame the person though. Why you eat shit food? Why you get yourself into poisoning? Huh? You know we playing D&D, right?
Yeah, we get COVID, isolate for weeks. Then,
I sick.
shit,
I
2
sick,
weeks
guys.
cannot-
I sick. You sick cannot tell us earlier, man. Then we all don't calm down physically, man. Okay. Look. If you got out of the house waiting for bus, you are still literally on the way. That's why when people on the way, right, it's like exactly where are you?
But they just
Yeah, it's like either reaching or on the way. The next question is where exactly are you? Instead of like on the way where? I step out of my house is also on the way, what? As long as I'm leaving somewhere it's on the way.
Yeah. No, you can be in the house on the way to the door.
Yeah, on the way to
For
do is
the
so
house.
on the way, what? True.
I'm on the way still brushing my teeth.
on the way, But you can tell, but ultimately it's like it's still extra commitment to meet physically, you know. Online is just no excuse, you already at home, comfort zone already, and then like, hey, 12 already, you haven't wake up, haven't, I now set alarm, I woke up at 12:05. You know, doesn't matter.
So plan your meetings, your physical meetings with some
with
Some
more
ex-
planning.
Yeah,
Or
no.
like with more time cushion.
Cushioning,
you-
yes, cushioning.
Yeah, because you will expect someone will come 2 hours late.
True.
End up coming 1 hour earlier.
But just be everyone. No, okay. If you come earlier, then it's fine, right? Absolutely fine because you can just start earlier anyway.
You
But-
purposely tell the person, hey, the thing starts at 7. You tell the rest starts at 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, even sometimes for our setup also, you're like, hey, just come earlier.
Yeah.
And I think that has a point lah. Like if sometimes if 1%, 2% CMI, of course, you can just role play out. If you can role play out of them, like out of the combat whatsoever, that's absolutely fine also. But if you do that quite commonly every single time, then
The DM will be very tired.
he has to write you off every single time, you know, and your party has to handle 1% out, because he planned the combat to suit exactly the party.
I mean, can adjust
But then the party can adjust or not is another different issue, ma. You know what's the worst part? Imagine your main healer or the main DPS is the one not here. Then you're like,
Oh,
then how? DM how?
you know,
No, there's no way you can skip this
short
battle.
rest.
Sorry.
take short rest after every.
Even you take short rest, it's more like, can you even survive until the short rest in the first place?
I mean,
Not really lah, but you can tahan a bit lah. Hopefully the DM don't throw too many bad scenarios.
Then the DM
honestly, I
say,
don't
no.
think that you don't have the character, right? You can just like let someone like do some, or the DM do a bit of the character.
You don't have the character sheet.
Yeah.
You don't have to, right?
Usually you
you
probably.
know what to do, what spell he have, what equip,
But I think
what armor
DM
does he
also
have, what's
have,
it?
kind of.
Some
No
usually
lah,
let the
depends.
players keep them. The DM if what?
Oh,
Unless
yeah,
the DM to pack
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
like, everyone give me your character sheet at the end of the sessions.
Which is
Got that.
actually better, right?
Wow, you
I
throw
mean-
everything to the DM. Walao, only a
Okay
DM.
lah.
No, but
Your
if you
DM
forget-
lost their folder, then oh, there goes.
There goes the
Yeah,
whole,
then
there
it's
goes the
like
whole
it-
D&D anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like the DM will just bring the character sheet because you're not gonna use it, right? And then,
I mean, some people might want to like double check. Oh, I how much money do I have? Like, or how much spells do I have? Let me clean up some stuff.
You want to check the
That's
person's
why-
inventory, like, yeah, I think last week he loot some this like very good equipment, right, that we could use now, right? Oh, he not here, Then his character, also the character went to toilet, then he stuck in a toilet somewhere. And like, can we just go rescue him? No, you don't really know which toilet he went. Then like, what the heck? Then how? Then just wait for him to come out from the toilet next week.
you can. That's why you have an app for the digital character
Yeah.
sheet, right?
They have some apps to help with like record keeping some of the things.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like the online character sheet lah. Soft copy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I have a DM who help me keep the things with me. If you come, they bring. If you don't come,
I mean, good lah. I think one of my
that's
players
good.
lost their character sheet already. That's why you know.
What character was I using again?
Yeah, they're like, they're gonna bring a new character, I guess. Which I need to figure out how to blend in the whole background. Why is he suddenly here in this dungeon or in the middle of forest?
Or if let's say not even D&D, imagine you just like chill a few friends out, then they already have some of them halfway, then you're like, hey guys, I don't feel like going out. Then imagine like everyone's like, but we all wanted to meet. No one lazy.
Lazy, then there's that person problem already. Like,
Yeah, but everyone
what you
else
do
moved out
anymore?
already.
Yeah, everyone just move on and then they just
we don't talk
left out, man.
Okay, so cool. True, I mean it depends, right? Sometimes life happens. What if the person need to handle work?
Well,
Last
that
minute
person
handle.
handle family.
Or
Got
family
children
or
already.
kids.
Yeah. Wow, people got kids already, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to say, right? Like that's why online has this option. Like, okay, at least I can look after my kids or something like online. Like a good example is like Ziggs, right? Like he may be a bit hard for him to meet physically, but he can at least like do anything else online.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But you wouldn't know what's the legit reason and what's not, right? If the person you say kids, you can tell him, show me your kid, man. You show me your kid need to take care, then I accept, man. He lied to you. He lied to you. Maybe he put his kid in the child care already, then he just leap out one side. He just use the kid as an excuse. He also know what. Lazy is different. Lazy is can't even be bothered to give you an excuse, right?
Too lazy to even give an excuse. Truly lazy. Holy shit.
So physical or online?
Wow, both has their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
True. Man, cannot really put a strong yes and no to that. I guess like we want to. I work too hard, study tired. Way too hard. Hey, I experienced with people like that before. Okay, I was playing with eyeball mistakes at the point of time. Right, there was literally one guy get 3 whole weeks. All give different reason. And then we're like, wow, but you want what DPS eh? Wow, damn annoying, I tell you.
I don't know. Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, like both are okay. Joining people for just doing co-op is the hard part.
Just invite people that you know they will actually like show up.
People is hard. No, playing with people is hard. Just play yourself. Play yourself.
Blame yourself.
Play solo.
Hey, yo.
Play solo.
Oh, play solo. I don't play yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Solo.
So you buy 5 PC and then you play Dota in your own team.
Left, right,
Yeah, your middle computer, middle lane, and then you top lane, and that's lane.
Easy to say when it comes to games I don't know like Dota or whatever. I kid you not. You play solo is so difficult. You play with a pub. You play with solo is so difficult. You play with friends, then it feels like sometimes it's even harder to play with friends than solo. Then like oh my god, help lah.
You can't really blame your allies because they are your friend. They'll blame you back also.
Hey, you also don't play very well one. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
At least we suck together. That's not so bad. Like, to just have fun.
But suck physically or suck online?
Wait, what?
Suck in the game physically. Suck in the game physically or suck at the game online.
Wow, why is so down bad today, man?
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think both are alright lah. Both has both and cons lah. There's no preference to any of them, I guess.
Yep. Very neutral.
But then?
No, like I think some people prefer one and the other. Like let's say both is good, but you prefer which one more?
Okay, if given a chance there for you to choose, which one will you do more?
Then what is your choice, Musi?
Online so if I don't want this one, I just say this.
So you prefer online then?
Yeah, no, I like online. If like easy, I guess can cancel. I don't want to play.
Okay. So we have our vote. Skylar and me are okay with either.
Actually, I will vote for physical.
Skylar give a vote for physical.
Physical. I think physical has more feels, like online anytime also can do. You don't meet physically all the time, but.
So you find that the scarcity makes it even better.
Yeah.
Like the more rare something is, the better. Okay. I take a point. So now we have a tie.
Yeah.
So I guess the tiebreaker comes down to me. Oh, roll please.
Roll for initiative. Which will you pick?
Let me think. Since I have to make a choice now, since you guys, I would.
What's the tiebreaker?
I'm the tiebreaker now because you guys have spoken. So I would choose physical co-op. Compared to online co-op, because as you see, a lot of time during this stream, my microphone was disconnected too many times. So we have to co-op, guys. If this happens, right? At least with physical co-op, I can at least like shout over the room. That is
also one of the problems, right? Like Imagine you just like, hey, I cannot hear you, bro. What are you doing? I don't know. Then you just see him, see Holy charge in front and die. Like, why not tell us what to do?
Yeah.
God, you cannot hear me only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, communication issues, and then with physical also, you can be sure that people are there when they are not, and they are not AFK. Online co-op, they AFK, they didn't say you. It's like, oh, we are loading. It's like, oh, I never gone to the toilet, and then nobody catches that he say he run to the toilet, and then the game just starts, and then like he gone for 5 minutes. First 5 minutes of game, he missed all the first 5 minutes.
Guys,
of
I'm
farming.
back. Where am I? We winning game already. Wait, what?
Yeah. So with physical co-op, at least it's like, oh, he go to stop the finding game, stop the finding game, or we can pause game. Yeah. Online, he never say anything. He just stopped because he started diarrhea. Then he still continue the game.
I just help me for diarrhea, guys. I guess I did. Oh shit.
Yeah, things like that. So physical co-op, at least you can look out for each other compared to online co-op and general communication. I mean, I support like you see e-sport. Shout out to our previous conversation previously on esports. Esports are all physical, even co-op, especially for see them doing their team physical in the same area.
Yeah.
True.
Also, like nowadays, you can see people like not playing in the same arena. Like last esport, like you just see the campaign, like they can play over the internet itself. LAN.
Yeah.
When there's a difference between like internet and LAN, because
Mm.
LAN you can see the reaction, there's like more publicity.
Definitely.
No lah, but I think that one also comes down to connection as well, right? Like there are competitions that run through like at home.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's a difference of terms of like not talking about competitions, terms like better for the viewer experience. You can see whether how they react or
Oh,
they will
okay,
cry.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's true
true,
also lah.
true.
That's a cherry on the top, I guess, in terms of physical co-op.
And I tell you what's more important, right? If the competitions, right, physically is so much easier because you just set up every PC for the players, so they cannot cheat. At home, how cheat you also don't really know, right? There's no way for you to check.
Yeah, they got some like
Unless
super
you happen to run
mouse.
some macro lah, then that's a
Yeah.
different story lah. Okay, shall we wrap this up first?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone has anything else they want to add on?
No, I'm good. I'm good, fam.
No fam, alright. Totally?
I will, after today's discussion, I should really check out and see the hype is more about exactly, since I have not much input about it. Then maybe try the game lah. Also,
You should try. Baldur's Gate not bad. But there's one thing that I just nitpick a little bit. You know, I don't understand why Baldur's Gate has to start from a ship and then you crash into an island. It's the same as Divinity.
yeah, that's how you make good story. You have a inciting incident. to
Not both
kickstart
games same
everything.
thing. Not both games same design like that, man.
So you're calling them
A bit lazy.
I'll be lazy.
Starting part a bit lazy, like it's more of like you're stuck in a ship, you crash a ship and stuff like that. It's a Larian trope, maybe, yeah.
Oh, it's your signature move. Oh.
It's like a clean slate, man. It's just a clean slate.
Yeah, and you kickstart the story lah, I guess.
Yeah, because you don't know what your background story. You don't even have a background story of lore of your character, man. And you start off the game.
True.
It makes things interesting from the start lah.
Yeah.
Until they find a different way of crashing either a spaceship, either a sailing ship, or submarine ship, or there's a submersible crashing. Never mind.
We already have a lot of games that have that, right? Subnautica.
Yeah.
Any underwater base exploration game, I guess.
Yeah, Dave the Diver.
Yeah, they've diverted play it.
Game of the year.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I get.
Okay, yes. Anyway, do check out our dear host Musi. That's if he still streams. Musi. Almost that's if he still streams. Holy Punisher if he streams also. Is it here? It's here. Yes, here.
Yeah.
And then that's me.
Oh,
Okay.
is there?
Yeah,
Check
there.
out Skylar as well.
And it's here. Alright. So this is where was he going? This is Games Association. Space out. Goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
And we are blasting off again.
I'll see you again.
Space out.